father came alone. I said, I look at the name, I said, go and come with the person. He's a master's holder. You should have boldness to appear. When he came, I said, Father, stay outside. I talked to him. I said, you see, it comes around. It's a cycle. It's training. I know you. I know you cannot do it. If you have stayed to learn, then I can use my hand and make recommendation. As a professor, I can make recommendation that counts. So, and I don't make any kind of recommendation. I don't sign any kind of document. Many people want me to sign. I don't just sign. I have to be sure that I have made input in a person's life, then I can guarantee his behavior. So it is important lecturers must desist. They must paint the situation correctly. They must be part of solution providers. We must create seminars, conferences such as this, and encourage discussion among ourselves. We must teach and teach passionately. We must show students how the skills will be deployed to solve specific problems. What we are not able to do, let it be that they are able to do it. Our nation is waiting for us. To bring solution to our nation, we must break away from tradition. We must adopt the paradigm shift by accepting change, thinking differently, questioning the status quo, embracing technology, and we must act differently. Thank you.
A round of applause for our pros. Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much. Yes, this is a well-tailored, well-planned, well-tailored presentation. And I will play it with our Prof to give us a slide, drop a slide for us. I think it's very important so that we can make use of it. The student will need it too. Once more, thanks very much for this auspicious presentation. The next in our agenda, we're actually trickling down. We're running up. Very soon we'll round up and we'll move to the next session, which is break. So the next point in our agenda is the announcement and vote of thanks, and this will be given by the LOC chairman in person of Dr. Valentine Wakacha. Doctor, you're welcome, sir. Yes.
I must say that this conference has been an eye-opener. In fact, with this, we have set the groundwork for greater conferences to come. Because technology is all about moving forward and not standing still. I can tell you that the things that we are discussing here today, if we come here next year for this type of conference, they will be obsolete because new ideas, new technology would have come on board that will make those ones a thing of the past. The keynote speaker and the lead paper presenter have done this conference a whole world of justice. I cannot say how grateful and how impactful their words and their experiences today have been here with us. Coming here and sharing everything they have done is what this type of conference is about. In fact, I took the time to ensure that most of these students would be here to hear from those that are out of university. Because I said to them, you know, come and experience what it is to take part in a conference. I tell them that you're going to be learning things that when you are looking for jobs or when you are going out into the outside world, sometimes it is participation in this kind of event that will give you the key to secure those opportunities. I remember having a conversation with one of the, and I was telling them, he was telling me that he saw the CV of one of his lecturers, and it was looking low. And I told him, yes, if you look at certain things in this CV, it's through this kind of events that they learn some of those things. And I was trying to give my own anecdotal experience, where I told him, if I CV for more than half of the things on my CV are not academic achievements. They are not my work experience. They are just things I get to learn from other people, and those things sometimes are what employers are looking for. Everybody, if you study biotech or cybersecurity or information technology, for example, as a graduate in this university, if you go out into the outside world, there are thousands of people who have also studied cybersecurity. Thousands, if not millions of people who have also studied IT and biotechnology as well. But what will separate you from them? What will separate you from them? I tell you, look, that you attended this conference today, that should be on your CV as well. Because it shows that you have gone the extra way to be involved in something that develops yourself. These things that the keynote presenter and the lead paper presenter have said today, they are things that even we are also learning. So if you have learned from this, it should be something that you should tell others that you have gained from. You never know, that may be the secret that lands you that job that you are looking for. Going back to what they've shared with us today, I was so interested and so perplexed, because I can tell you that I'm just thinking about some of the publications that have come in, and virtually everything they've been saying is just hitting the right notes. Technology that solves Nigeria's problems. If you are just the one who writes papers that will be stored on the shelf, like Professor Bulus was saying, your research will not make meaning. But if your research can solve problems, it will take you far. It will take you far, because it will not end up in the four walls of the university. Somebody elsewhere can call you, just like he gave the example of, oh, they were looking for somebody who will go train the trainer. That was outside the four walls of the university. He went to the United States of America and took part in that experience. I can't say how much it is a pleasure to have, heard from these two speakers today, because anyone who is here would know that these are not the regular things we hear in our lectures. These are not the things that are part of our curriculum. Prof, both of them, we are talking about being part of the CCMAS development. It will interest you to know that we have also even adopted CCMAS and gone ahead. But the truth is that, these things that we are going to be hearing henceforth have the capacity to, transform not just us, but our society. Nigeria is truly in need of a lot of people who can rescue it. And it is from platforms like this where we come to share ideas. And if we share meaningful ideas and impactful ideas, kind of things that we can sell to the outside society, to the leaders of our country, to see how they can, take up these ideas, move with these ideas. Prof made us to understand that when you go to a lot of universities, they are lacking in ideas. Universities is where you are supposed to germinate the seeds of ideas, because this is where you have those who have not just the brain cells, but who have the time and the opportunity to do so. So, as members of this university community, I urge each and every one of us to sit back, think about this things that we have heard today, learn from them and see how we can, even in our own little ways, utilize them. Those of us, most of you final year students who are here, they've told you, when you want to work on your project, think about projects that have meaningful impact. Doing your project, think about how to develop a research. Think about how to, all the different components. Don't be like the students who Prof mentioned that did not even know how to develop literature review or what is even literature review. Be the one who explains what the literature review is and how to go about it, because then somebody may be truly amazed that you even know that and even employ you because of that. And even if you don't want to be employed, you can start up your own personal, endeavor. Entrepreneurship now is the order of the day. And so if you can start up something where you're training people, you are developing technology, I'm sure you will find your own use in society. So thank you very much once again to our speakers for their, coming to share their wealth of wisdom and experience with us. It has truly been an amazing and wonderful, time with you. We are going to take a break from here on, and after that we are going to go into the different technical sessions where we are going to have, our different presenters, share with us their presentations. For those of us, we have different centers. This is going to be one of the venues, and then there are other venues scattered around the university that have been, assigned to different people. So if you are going to be willing and interested to see what is going to be discussed, please feel free to stay back, listen, and gain some more experience. And you will learn that this conference is truly going to be impactful. It's truly going to be impactful. Like I said, I've had the opportunity of working with some of the committee members, and we see and we know that there is some substance that is going to be disseminated in this conference. And that's why I'm asking that by any means possible, if you have the time and if you have the willingness, please stay back to learn from us. So with that, I wish to thank each and every one of us for sparing our time from our busy schedules. Our presenters have come from both near and far to share with us. I thank you very much. We are going to have people who are on ground, but a lot of virtual presenters. In fact, there are so many where people are already waiting for their presentation. So there are going to be so many people sharing presentations. So even if you are trying to experience them, if you want to hear some here and some in other venues, please feel free. So once again, thank you to everybody. As we go back to our different destinations, I hope that we all go back safely. I hope that we all go back with a sense of happiness and gratitude for this opportunity. Thank you once again on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, on behalf of all the management of Greenfield University. Thank you. So, students, please, for those of us that are going to be around, I think